How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the Weeb Lounge. I am Nick, and in this Global versus Japan character comparison video, we're taking a look at a staple character, and that is Kokkoro. Kokkoro, the most loyal, cutest, greatest, elegant character probably in this game. Man, she makes you think about doing things that you probably really shouldn't think about.
Oh God.
But what you should really think about is your future using this character. Off and on, as it may be, this character is going to get a lot of use. Kokkoro is one of our core characters, along with Peko and Carol. She is going to be around for a very long time, and she's going to go through a few upgrades, some not so small. Now, this character has an awful lot of uses, and she can tank, she can heal, doesn't really DPS, she can buff, she can support, it's almost like an all-around character. It sounds like it would be OP, but maybe not so much, I don't know. Super cute character aside, let's go ahead and throw her into a little combat while I explain a few things here. Always getting shards, so we'll get those shards. Now, she has the Tri-Slash skill. Okay, this is like her one and only skill for an offensive attack, and she just did it right there. This character, slow this down just a little bit. That Tri-Slash skill makes her actually really unique, because when she does that Tri-Slash skill, she basically lunges forward in front of the entire party, does her little triple attack there, and then goes back. But the thing is, if you time her Union Burst just right, or wrong in some cases, right when she's up front, if you hit her Union Burst, she'll stay up front. And now she's your tank! Now, when this is not intentional, it could lead to disaster. When it is intentional, according to certain boss fights and such, it could be incredibly beneficial. You know, let's say you're fighting something that you don't really need a tank for, but they are a little hurty. Well, throw Kokkoro in there, wait and time it just right to where she can do her Union Burst with the Tri-Slash. She stands up front, boom, she's your new tank, and plus she has that single target heal. Her Union Burst ends up giving her a physical magic attack power for everybody, but she heals herself too. And it's not a small heal. Her self-heal is actually really significant. It makes her able to take a little bit more damage than your average mid-range character, or if you throw her up front, she can do a little bit of tanking for you. Now, on Global, at this very instant, at this moment in time, you actually don't see her getting used all that much. You really don't. And that's kind of a shame. It's not that she doesn't work in battles, it's just that she doesn't quite optimize the top tier fights, right? Clan battles and whatnot. Now, if you're just going through the storyline or whatnot, throw her in there, you'll be perfectly fine. Clan battles, it's going to be give and take with this character. Every once in a while, you'll have a clan battle and all the bosses like, okay, well, you can't use Kokkoro for these. And then the next clan battle comes around, it's like, oh, you can use Kokkoro for these. It's really odd how Kokkoro's kind of been treated over the years, especially when you compare it to JP. Speaking of which, let's head over there. Now, this is Kokkoro over on the Japan servers, and I have to say that is a very elegant and beautiful 3D wallpaper. Now, ain't it? Is it really 3D? Yeah, it is. Whatever. Live wallpaper. I keep getting all the terms mixed up. Now, this character over on JP has gone through several changes. Let's go ahead and pull her up. Right now, she does have the 6-star treatment, and she is 6 stars, and I have to try to find her because all the levels of everything change, so it's like something's a little weird. Let's fix that real quick. Level up. There we go. We're good. Now, Of course, she has that tri-slash skill. She still has that. She has the speed up ability. She has a global or JP, you know, is the whole attack speed and physical attack power buff for everybody. Her EX skill is all physical attack power, little magic defense if you got her at 5 or 6 stars. Union burst, I just went over. But here's the thing, over on JP we got special equipment. What does the special equipment do? It doesn't do all that much. It improves the tri-slash skill. So it gives her a self-physical attack power buff and increases her technique point generation. By that, I mean, when she does an action that would increase her technique points, it will increase it a little bit more. So let's say she did a normal attack and you would get 10 technique points out of it. Well, maybe now she'll get 11 or 12 or something along those lines. That's what that does. And then, of course, she has the 6-star treatment, which kind of changes the game with this character. Okay, now I said she could tank, right? She kind of sort of can. She's not a tank, but she kind of sort of can. She's not a DPS. She's absolutely a support. She can be a tank when you want her to. But now with the 6-star treatment, she can be your primary healer. Okay, she gets that 6-star upgrade. You know, yeah, it still does the physical and magic attack power buff. It does heal herself for a very large amount still, but she also heals your entire party. Now, it's not maybe as great as a heal as like 6-star Yuuki, but it's still a very large, very significant heal. And if you have her, you know, doing the tri-slash thing, trying to tank again, if you ever need that on JP, I've never had to do it on JP, to be perfectly honest. More power to her, I guess. And it also increases the technique point generation for all of their allies, just like the tri-slash skill with the upgraded unique equipment. So this character goes through a lot of iterations, and, you know, let's throw her into combat. The problem, if you could really call it that, is that her attack power and everything, it's doesn't really do much. I mean, I put her at 5'3" here, and that's about where I want to put her, so I can get through this thing without making the video an extra 10 minutes long. Her attacks are not strong at all, so, you know, look at that. That's a massive heal. That was like 80,000 total or something ridiculous. I gotta see this again. 8, 9, 10. Oh, I broke 100,000 heal on herself. Yeah, she ain't gonna die terribly easily. And if you put her at a party, it's just going to be even more ridiculous. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button, guys. Kokkoro, you know, it's actually kind of a simple character. What's the plan with her? Well, you know, she has her uses on global, and it's a weird use character, okay? Like, when global first came out, Kokkoro, she's used, and now it's starting to taper down, right? And it'll kind of mellow out, taper off, or whatever for a little while, and then she gets her unique equipment, and it'll bump her back up just a tad bit, right? And you'll find her uses, and she never, Kokkoro's never useless. It's Kokkoro, cute, loyal. She's never useless, ever, never will be. But there's these iterations, like it's like a weird roller coaster for her. She's doing okay here, and not so much here. As oh, there's this weird boss fight here. Okay, we're doing good. Oh no, it's all over the damn place. It really is. And when she gets her 6-star, you know, when she first gets her 6-star, she's probably like this OP crazy. Okay, that's what you kind of expect. But again, it starts going boop, 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 boop. It got to the point, like, when I first started playing on JP, I used her all the time. All the time. And over time, the use just started trickling down to a point at this very moment, I don't ever use her. But maybe that'll change at some point. I don't know. Because they're putting in more new crazy mechanics and everything, and something tells me the first characters that are going to get these new crazy mechanics, whatever they may be, Peko, Carol, Kokkoro. I'm expecting something. So your long-term plan should basically get her to 5 stars and have some extra memory fragments laying around. You're going to need 50 for that unique equipment. When it happens, you want it right away. Have at least 50 more sitting around for that 6-star treatment, because when that happens, you're going to want it right away. But at the same time, there's no rush. No rush. It's one of those characters that's like, okay, I've got some extra stamina. Let's get some shards. I got some extra stamina. Let's get a piece of equipment or two. It's one of those type of deal characters. But I've mentioned that with a few other versus characters. I throw a little here, throw a little here. Kokkoro, give her a little bit more priority than maybe a few of the other ones, because her usefulness, like I said, her usefulness, it never goes away to where you're just going to completely ignore her. Right now on JP, if I wanted to use her and make her effective, I could. It's that I can get other things to maybe tweak groups better. And of course, when Princess Kokkoro comes out, that's a game changer too. I'll get into that at some other time. But long-term plan, little bits and pieces here and there, make her slightly higher priority than you would a few other characters, and you'll be good to go. Just don't be left behind when that unique equipment and the 6-star treatment happens. We'll see you in the next video.